What's up, babes? It's Girl, Victoria. I'm back with another video. I've just been speedy because I was just talking. I'm making several videos because I do realize I have not been on the channel, but I also feel like I needed to give you guys an update. I needed to do a lock update. I did one video that was like a general update. Second video was a lock update. And this third video that I'm about to do was requested, which is how have my Cartier bracelets been doing, my vintage ones. So if you guys are not familiar, I told you guys before that back in the day, Charles Revson and Aldo Sapullo, who also worked for Cartier at the time, basically did a collaboration which yielded the love bracelet type of ordeal. So these bracelets were made electroplated back in the day. These are like vintage, like 1970s, 1960s bracelets. Now, if you know me, you know vintage is one of my favorite, like I love a vintage, okay? It's one of my favorite like styles, vintage. And instead of having the love bracelets that were, you know, made like 2016, 2020, 2023, whatever, those bracelets, I wanted the vintage ones. Not only are they more, you know, cost effective, but I like that vintage edge. I just love being able to have something that came from such a, you know, era that I wasn't a part of, but where creativity was really having to be utilized. When you think about a lot of inventions and things like that back in the day, they did not have the resources and they did not have the resources and the different things that we have today, the technology to be able to bring to life their vision. They had to use whatever they could find during those times without the use of technology to really, I'm not going to say without the use of technology, without the use of the extensive technology that we have today, to be able to bring their vision to reality. And something about that just, it resonates so well with me because it's truly like art. It's truly something that requires more of you. So that's my rationale on really liking the vintage version. But let me tell you this, for the young lady who asked for this video, these bracelets are beautiful. They're gorgeous, but they're electroplated. And if you know anything about plating, it's a process of having to get replated. Now, granted, I have a necklace that's plated. It's my nameplate necklace. It is plated. Sometimes I take it to my jeweler to be replated every once in a while so it can look like a fresh plating. But I haven't replated these since I've gotten them, which I've now had them for quite a while. I haven't ever replated them, but I did lose the screws to both of them. So if you guys noticed I wasn't wearing them for a long time, it was because I did not have the screws. And though when you close them, they do kind of lock into place, you still don't want to be wearing them like that without the screws because they still can unhinge and you can lose the whole bracelet. So when I recognized that I lost the screws, I just sat them on my nightstand, and until I could get replacement screws, I did not wear them. So now, my interest, and this has always been my interest. Oh, and another thing, let me just say this. I love the fact that they have only one side that screws. So you know some of the love bracelets that they made like years ago, they unscrewed on both sides, which I think that that's kind of hazardous for the price point. Cartier bracelets could be 7-8 grand, right? 6 something, 7-8 grand or more. I don't think you should be able to lose something that valuable that easily. If one side comes off to those bracelets, you're gonna lose the whole bracelet. But with these, it's like if you lose the screw, it's still... So the battery died, and I know the lighting is probably different, but I was basically saying that, it died to the camera. I was basically saying that the clip part that unhinges, at least it's still locked into place if you were to lose your screws on this bracelet. So I would say that's a plus. But here is another thing that I am striving to do. I'm striving to see if this jeweler that I was referred to, who can basically do anything, is able to plate my bracelets in solid gold, whether it be 10, 14, 18 karat, it doesn't matter. I don't want, well, not plate, but coat it with actual real gold, like shave it down from electroplating to make it actual gold. Now, I know if that cannot be done, then that means that maybe I should think about, do you want to keep plating it over time, or do you want to go actually purchase the ones that are already gold, so you don't have to deal with these where they're always needing to be redone. So there are some thoughts there. But overall, I think the bracelets, for what they serve, the purpose that they serve, and if you maintain the plating, getting them replated, then you should be fine. But like I said, because they're more of a permanent thing for me, I wear them like every day. I would rather mine be done with real gold, but I still want to have these because I really want the vintage ones. But I guess over time, I'll just determine what I'm planning to do. So yeah, that's my update on the vintage Aldo Sapullo times Charles Revson love bracelet, Cartier styled bracelets. That's what some people say. Oh, I have bracelets like this, like the dupes. And I'm like, these are not dupes. These are actually authentic. They're just from the 70s or the 60s. And they are not the actual gold ones that are made today. They are electroplated. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Later.